Manny Pacquiao. They're going to say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. never got into the ring with Pacquiao. To that you say what?
I say this. I called Manny Pacquiao myself on the phone and offered him $40 million. This before the Marquez fight. Offered him $40 million. I told him I would wire you $20 million within 48 hours. He told me I want 50-50 and got off the phone. Where was this guy at when I was dominating the sport of boxing in 98, 99, and 96? This guy was never heard of. This guy just popped up out of nowhere, walking through the biggest and the strongest fighters, and this guy come from 105? Are you serious? Once again, I never said he took anything. All I said is I want to be on an even playing field.
But I look at Cotto as an undefeated fighter because he fought one guy at a catch weight, you know, where he wasn't 100% hydrated. Pacquiao had a chance to step up to the table to make this fight happen. Yeah. I mean, I've been dominating since the 90s. Where was Manny Pacquiao then? All of a sudden, a guy just come out of nowhere, out of nowhere, and just blow up huge. But I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, my main focus right now is Miguel Cotto.
Absolutely. And that's...
But then after I beat Shane, then Pacquiao fights him after I beat him. You know, after Shane beats Antonio Margarito, then Pacquiao fights Antonio Margarito. After Antonio Margarito beats Miguel Cotto, then Pacquiao fights Cotto after he's a beaten fighter. After I beat De La Hoya at a weight that De La Hoya chose when he was hydrated, and he chose my gloves. After I beat De La Hoya, then he fight him a year later at a catch weight. Pacquiao fights him a year later at a catch weight. After I clearly beat Marquez, then he comes back. He really loses to Marquez every time they fought. But you know, of course, economic-wise, this is a business at the end of the day. Even though it's a sport, it's a business. They wasn't going to let Marquez get his hands raised because that would have cost, you know, the economy billions of dollars.
This motherfucker name is Emmanuel. He had a fake name, taking power pellets. Yeah, Pac-Man, you know Pac-Man like to eat power pellets. We will kick Poochie our ass. So I'll let the fans know. Don't worry, we will kick Poochie our ass, and he's going to take the urine and the blood test. He's going to take the urine and the blood test. And what I truly believe in, if we're cheating, if an athlete is cheating, then we're cheating the fans. It's not like we're hitting the home runs. In the sport of boxing, we're hitting human beings. So you know, I'm in a sport where it's kill or be killed. We know that Pacquiao made $6 million in his last fight, and Floyd Mayweather made $65 million in his last fight. Share his bracket. His bracket is between 5 and 10 million. My bracket is between, you know, 50 and 100. You know, he better stay in his bracket.
When they talk about the Manny Pacquiao story, so the guy, Manny Pacquiao was at welterweight. He lost to Timothy Bradley. No matter how you cut it, slice it or wear it, he lost to Timothy Bradley. He got knocked out by Marquez. He come back, he go the distance with a lightweight, and now he's all of a sudden the mandatory for my title. Show my pay-per-view numbers for my last fight. Show Manny Pacquiao numbers from pay-per-view from his last fight.
Right. Will you ever fight Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao got a lot of hurdles to get over to get to Floyd Mayweather. He just got 2 back-to-back losses. I try to make the fight. Fight happen. Only thing I was asking for is just random blood in your intestines, just to show the world and that the sport of boxing is a clean sport.
But we all know the fight everybody wants to see is you and Manny Pacquiao.
Yes.
Pacquiao's 33. You just turned 35. Time's a wasting. You guys need to get in the ring, right?
Well, I fought in my last fight against Victor Ortiz, a guy who's
10 years younger. Pacquiao last fight. Marquez.
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Yes.
Had trouble with him.
I thought he lost. I thought Pacquiao lost. But in business, we understand business, what goes on in the business world. If Pacquiao takes a loss, then the very, very lucrative fight between Pacquiao and Mayweather is not what it is not what it could be.
Or if you take a loss, if Cotto beats you, if Timothy Bradley beats him, then the whole thing is diminished.
True, absolutely true.
But people expect you both to win, and then they expect
Norkamp
and Bob Arum and everybody else to sit down and get it done, right?
I try to get it done. I just try to get it done for May 5th. It would have been Mayweather versus Pacquiao, but I got turned down.
The word is that you tried to cut through all of it and got on the phone directly with Manny, right?
Yes, I got on the phone directly with Manny.
What was the conversation like?
You know, I done my homework, you know, and see what his pay, what he was used to making in big fights. So, you know, I said, you know, the offer that I gave him, I offered him $40 million. I told him I would wire him 20 within 72 hours. The manager said he'll get back to me. A guy by the name of Michael Kahns flew to Las Vegas to talk with me because he told me that he was in control. Met with him a couple times, kept trying to make the fight happen. Then they said they was going another route.
But the key, he says, is you offered him 40, but you'd take all the pay-per-view, and he thinks there might be $150 million in pay-per-view. So his side of the story is, hey, either a 50-50 split, or he says he proposed 45-45, and the remaining 10% goes to the winner.
How my deal is structured at this particular time in the sport of boxing, I keep 100% of the revenue. So why would I even give a guy 50-50 if I'm out there? I'm not just, at this particular time, I'm not just the highest paid guy in the sport of boxing. I'm the highest paid athlete. So,
Let me give you the reason why. Here's the reason why. Easy for me to say, but from where I sit and the fan sits, the reason why is history. You're 42-0, yes. But even if you retire with a perfect record, if you don't fight Pacquiao, then, you know, people will say he didn't take on the other best. Whether you're 1 and he's 1A or the other way around, they need to fight each other. Well,
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, I come first. Self-preservation. I come first. You know, I put myself first. And I worry about my family. And if the fight happens, it do. Do I want the fight to happen? Absolutely. But if it don't, so be it. I didn't get in this sport to say, you know what, because when my career is over, I can't come to Bob and say, Bob, you know what, I need you to pay my bills.
I got a feeling you're not going to need a loan.
But guess, the thing is this, with my team and how I have positioned myself, I'm in a very, very lucrative position and a very, very great position in my life. So, you know, without, you know, Al Heyman in my corner and the rest of the pieces to the puzzle that we put together, Floyd Mayweather, like I said, wouldn't be where he's at today.
You know, I get all that. And obviously each camp has its own position and there's going to be trash talking and whatnot. Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's trainer, says, look, if Mayweather wanted it to happen, it would have happened by now. He says he wants Olympic-style drug testing. At first we balked at that, but now we say we'll do that. We'll give him whatever he wants as long as the split is an equitable split, and then they should fight.
Absolutely not. I'm not giving up the split. I'm not. I can't. I can't afford to. No, I'm not. I gave this sport my whole life, and I've been in this sport dominating for the long. I hold the record. He had to show me. I have record-breaking numbers that I've done. He has no record-breaking numbers.
I get it. Look, when Ali got in the ring with Frazier, with all due respect to Frazier, Ali was the bigger draw. But Ali versus Norton doesn't pay Ali what Ali versus Frazier pays. Ali needed Frazier to a certain extent. You need Pacquiao for the biggest payday in the history of boxing, which would help boxing, which has been diminished in the mainstream has been diminished. This puts it back front and center.
With or without Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather is okay. Floyd Mayweather fights for Floyd Mayweather. At the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather has to be happy because the fans are not, when your career is over and it's all said and done, I have to be happy and I have to be comfortable. Now, we look at the Ali situation, right? If Ali can trade it all in for, once again, the fans and the people was pushing him to get in certain fights that he shouldn't have even been involved with.
At the end.
But guess what? They pushed him because they wanted to see it because what they wanted. And that's not what Ali wanted, what they wanted. And if Ali can trade it in right now for his health, he would.
Sugar Ray Robinson, regarded by many as pound for pound the greatest of all time, fought 23 world champions and lost 19 times. Of course, a different era guys fought more often.
I basically see what you're getting to. You know, Larry Holmes lived the way that he lived. He lost to who he has lost to. Sugar Ray Robinson has lost to who he has lost to. But I'm in the game to win, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. And my health is more important than anything.
When you say your health, if the deal could be made financially, are you implying that you have something to fear from Pacquiao?
I don't fear no man. I don't fear no man. I don't fear nothing. And so, I mean, if you are insinuating that I'm a scared fighter, then why would you even want to watch a scared fighter?
Most people who know boxing better than me say that while it's the fight everyone wants to see, and he's the best opponent for you, they'd still give you the edge because you are a terrific defensive fighter. He throws zillions and zillions of punches. There's a thing called CompuBox, which boxing fans are aware of, and you have, in effect, the best plus rating in CompuBox ever. You land the higher percentage of your punches than any champion except Joe Louis and Lennox Lewis, but you are hit by many fewer punches, so your total plus is something like plus 30. And they think that that attribute would help you against Pacquiao, and you would be the favorite in the fight.
Can't no fighter beat Floyd Mayweather. And if the Pacquiao fight presents itself